medication for it. It is not a disability. It's the only thing that I hold the dearest to me that I feel I need to explain to you guys why I treat it more as a super ability now. More than anything, because it's kind of like how should I put this? It's kind of like the Uncle Ben to my Spider-Man, or, you know, the dead parents to my Batman, if we can be more appropriate without getting too fucked up. But yeah, it's kind of like the one thing that drives me to just use all my disabilities in a way that is beneficial to me. And that's what I want to teach you guys how to do if you're going through something like I went through, and I've survived, and I've come out to, you know, the other side, to the point where I don't even spell impossible as impossible, because I don't know, guys, what the fuck is im? You know what words start with im? You know what one word starts with M that sticks out to me the most? Imminent. And that means that you can't fight it. There's nothing to stop it. There's no way that you could possibly change what was about to happen. It was imminent. And I don't even like that word, guys. That's why I put out a video. I might be uploaded by now, or it might be still processing. I don't know. I kind of switched Wi-Fi when I went to the library to use their media lab. But anyways, I'm possible, guys. I want you to remember that. I don't care what this ends up being in this series, but I want you guys to know that I'm possible, and that's why, you know what, I moved with my dad. He turned out to be abusive, but he was going through a lot, because I was unaware of this at the time, but he had been very closeted homosexual, and he had been very closeted with his sexuality, to the point where he wasn't telling anyone, and my mom had basically told him not to tell me about it, because she didn't want me to know until I could understand. And believe me, I understand more now, more than ever. And I understood a lot. So what happened is I moved in with him. He turned out to be abusive, neglectful. He caused me to be raped when he abandoned me on New Year's. I can't remember which year, but it was New Year's Eve, and I got raped. And there was a lot of shit that just went down, and I had to get away. I had to get back to my mom. I eventually did after I got through, because he had the long distance calling blocked so that I couldn't call my mother, because he just knew that if I called her I was just going to bash on him. And I understand why he was so much more afraid of that than he really let on, because there was a lot that he couldn't tell me. And I don't hold that against him, guys. He basically went through a similar thing that I went through. He had to suppress a lot, and eventually it just all came to light. And that's what I want you guys to understand, is I don't regret the struggle that I had to go through and what it took to get me to this point. I don't regret that. It's more the individuals that had to get hurt for me to get to this point where I had to challenge myself to just look at myself in a different light, and not such a terrible person that didn't deserve to be alive, to the point where at one point in my life at 18, I tried to commit suicide, guys. I tried to overdose on my own prescription pills, and that's why prescription pills terrify me more than anything, because they almost killed me, guys. If my mother had been, you know, I don't know, minutes later than she had getting to me through what could only be described to her as a miracle, I say it defied laws of quantum physics, or rather followed the laws of quantum physics, and it defied the laws of gravity, if that's a more appropriate statement.